Welcome to another episode of Pet Central. My name's Cece, and this week we have romantic hamsters and a cat who doesn't want to let his owner go on vacation. Stay tuned. We've covered some interesting adoption tales on this show before, but this next story is one that we absolutely love and maybe one of the most harrowing stories we've heard all year. Cut to Afghanistan, where Christine Weber Boulding was serving in the military. One day, while on patrol, she spotted a kitten amongst the rubble. However, she remarked, "I'd never seen a cat like that. I felt so sorry for her. She couldn't stand up and would flip over." Boulding then decided to pick the kitten up and save his life. She took him back to her camp where she paid a driver the equivalent of $300 to drive him to the nearest shelter in Kabul. Once at the pet shelter, the kitten was diagnosed with cerebellar hyperplasia, a non-progressive disease that affects motor skills, which is why the cat in question, whom Boulding now decided to call Felix, wobbles when he walks. Upon hearing this news, however, Boulding decided she really wanted to help Felix and made the decision to take the little kitten back home to the US with her. After completing her tour a few months later, she then paid a whopping $2,000, and now both her and Felix are safely in America. Once back, Felix quickly and happily settled into his new life with his new mother, her husband, and an older cat in Lakewood, Colorado. Yes, this has to be our favorite adoption tale ever. They say cats are the most curious of house pets, but we may have a story here that could change your perspective. Enter a family of Japanese Shiba Inus, who in this video seemingly are having a fun day playing around. The video in question starts first with the dad and a young adorable brown pup. After this, we then see the mother and another white puppy enter the frame, forming the perfect doggy family. Things then change up, however, when the white puppy gets very much interested in a small basket, which he then decides to play with. Things do then go from fun to a little bit out of hand, when through a series of events, the little pup actually managed to trap himself. The result gives us what looks like a small basket walking around with his relatives looking on. This goes on for a while till the little guy starts to panic. But thankfully, as he does so, their owner swoops in to lend a helping hand, freeing the little guy, who then proceeds on his merry little way. So, if anything, while a basket may be fun for a puppy to explore, be sure to keep an eye on them while they play. So, has your puppy or any other pets managed to get themselves in a similar sort of a pickle? Let us know in the comments below. We've dealt with the secret kitty conspiracy of cats wanting to be our overlords on this show before. And while some may call us crazy, we have once again found evidence pointing in our favor. Yes, we have scoured the internet, where everything is true, of course, and found a dastardly kitty doing something truly heinous. So, what is this video we speak of? Well, behold this kitty, who carefully has hid himself behind a curtain when his unsuspecting owner walks by. It is then, out of nothing, that the cat in question chooses to strike and grab his owner's slipper, only to be dragged through the room with his persistence in fine form. Now, admittedly, we are not the only ones to have seen this video, as it has been retweeted over 45,000 times. But only a few have noticed that this kitty is actually a serial offender. Yes, this video once again sees our kitty in question attack his owner, but this time sans slipper, and going straight for the socks, and once again being dragged across the floor, followed by relentlessly going back to his original hiding spot to strike again. So, has your kitty tried to catch your feet and toes? And do you think it may be part of a larger scheme to get us to try and worship them and bring them fish all day? Let us know in the comments below. One thing we do know is that the truth is out there. As most cat owners know, leaving on vacation, while exciting, can also be a little bit sad because you have to leave your feline friends behind. So, while this man tried to pack his suitcase, his cat had other ideas. Meat socks. A wonderfully photogenic cat who loves his owner and spends a good portion of the day either snoozing in his human's lap, following him around, or simply demanding attention. However, when this kitty in question noticed some suitcases, he immediately pounced on them in what may almost be a protest. His owner couldn't resist taking a picture of the little guy and said, "I was trying to pack. He jumped on and simply stared at me with a 'Where are you going?' look in his eye. I then told him I'd be back soon and he meowed back at me with an 'alright then' kind of tone and jumped back off and snoozed in the corner. He did, however, keep an eye on me." So while the owner did go on vacation, he also made sure that his neighbor came around several times a day to check up on socks. It just goes to show that while you can leave the house for a little bit, your kitty is truly never far away. Most of us have seen the classic spaghetti scene from Disney's Lady and the Tramp, in which two dogs share a strand of spaghetti which ends in a romantic kiss. But who knew that two other members of the animal kingdom would one day pull off a live-action reenactment? However, first a little lesson in Japanese culture, where November 11th is the day that all candy companies go up against each other to become the celebrated snack for what is called Singles Day. For years, this day has been dominated by none other than the Japanese snack Pocky, whose marketing suggests two single people nibble on either end until their lips meet and give one another a kiss. And while this has proved successful for both singles throughout Japan and also for Glico, the producer of Pocky, a new challenger may be afoot. So, what is this new challenger, you may ask? Well, a leafy snack, of course. Yes, these two hamsters have indeed taken Japanese social media by storm by munching down on either side of the snack in question and ending in what, well, I'm not sure if I would call it a kiss, but I guess technically, yes, it does qualify, even though there is a bit of a fuss surrounding it. So while this may not have been the most romantic video on the internet, it did give us a good laugh and gave both good old Pocky and also a classic Disney animated film a run for its money. And that's it for another episode of Pet Central. We hope you enjoyed it. Now to stay up to date with all the latest pet news, make sure to hit subscribe below. Till next time, bye!